this keeps you in your wanted feminine energy. Hello ladies, thanks for tuning in. Before we start, please like and subscribe.
I reopened the doors for my one-on-one coaching program, so if you are interested in going from anxiously attached to securely attached and you want to become the woman you always wanted to be, book a free discovery call with me.
Today I want to talk about the things that keep you in your wanted feminine energy. So this is important for you to understand because you want to be magnetic and feminine, otherwise you will not be on this channel. Well, you need to know that there are a few things that you do daily that keep you in your wanted feminine energy, and I want to help you understand what those things are. So first of all, you need to acknowledge that you have wanted feminine energy, because in many cases you don't even realize that you have a problem. And it's like with alcoholics, the first step to healing is recognizing and acknowledging that you have a problem. And I'm saying that because I had many women messaging me once they read my books to say, before reading your book, I didn't know that I was a pick-me. And you see, it's very common for women to ignore that they are pick-me's because the behavior that they have is just something that they saw other women around them do. And most women are pick-me's. Most women are in their wanted feminine energy. So when you see a woman with a real type, it means that with a real type and she feels secure, it means that she has a very strong feminine energy and she did the work. Okay, no one is like born very confident. Most women are pick-me's, and this is okay. I was a pick-me myself and I healed that part of me. Another thing that keeps you in your wanted feminine energy is that you have many pick-me friends. Listen, the things that you do, in most cases, you learned it from someone else. And sometimes it's your friend, sometimes it's your mom. Maybe your mom is a pick-me, and this is why you repeat the things that she does, and without even realizing that. And another thing that you have that keeps you in your wanted feminine energy is that you have daddy issues. So when you have daddy issues, it means that you are not loved. You feel at least that you are not loved by your dad. So you try to work for men's love. So you try to get that love from men, and you try to get it through sex. Another thing that keeps you in your wanted feminine energy is letting yourself into situationships and casual sex. List. Many women will be involved in casual sex and they will think, yeah, this is just, being a modern woman, like I can't have sex without commitment and all of that. In their world, this would not matter. In many cases, when women sleep with a guy, it's because they like him and they want something with the guy. So you see, when you let those situations happen to you, you cause yourself harm and you cause yourself additional trauma. You need to understand that you can't be doing that. You can't be having casual sex with men. You think that casual sex is okay and doesn't do anything and doesn't have any consequences. You need to know that it does. It impacts your self-esteem, it harms your femininity, and also it brings you trauma. Listen, most women don't sleep with men that they don't like. They sleep with men that they really like and they wish they had more. Okay? So when you let yourself like that and you allow yourself to be in a situationship, you cause yourself trauma and you harm your femininity. You need to understand that yes, it's true that men tend to separate sex from love, but for women it's different. For a man can sleep with you without seeing wifey in you, but a woman will rarely sleep with a guy if she doesn't think that he's great. You see, women are more emotional, and I know we want to believe that men and women are the same. We are equal when it comes to human rights and all of that, but we aren't the same when it comes to psychology. Yes, women tend to get attached after sex. Men tend to be detached after sex when they didn't bond with you outside of sex. This is true. This is a fact. And you need to understand that. So what you need to do is that you need to make sure that you only sleep with men if they're committed to you and you had time to bond with them outside of sex. Otherwise, it won't work and you have trauma and you have anxiety and all of that. Okay? You need to know that as a feminine woman, dating should be a stress-free experience for you. And it's the man actually that should be stressed, because men, when they fall in love, they feel stressed. They don't feel butterflies like us women. They feel stressed, and this is something that is important for them to feel. And it's also highly stimulating, you see. So when they are stressed, they fear losing you. They think about all the things that they have to do to keep you interested and all of that. So this is a good thing. For you, it's a negative thing. So when you feel stressed when dating a guy, it's a bad sign. It means that you are falling for him before he falls for you. Okay? This is something that I want to share. Another thing that keeps you in your wanted femininity is that you neglect self-care. So many women think that they are into self-care, but they aren't really. So listen, you need to take care of yourself in and out. You need to take care of your mental hygiene. So if you need to see your therapist, do it. If you need to hire a coach, do it. Don't wait. I want you to invest in yourself, and I want you to find it normal to invest in yourself, to hire a coach when you need it. I know that we don't always think about hiring a coach, and we just think, yeah, I know I have a problem, but we don't really think about asking for help. And it's one thing to have friends and to have supporting friends, but it's not enough. Like, you need to have someone who can not only be supportive but also tell you what you do, and someone you can listen. So when you go to your friends and you go for advice, they will listen to you, but doesn't mean that they have the expertise to help you and to provide a transformation for you. This is why hiring a coach is crucial. So maybe you don't struggle with femininity right now, but you struggle with, let's say, your time management. There are coaches for everything. So every time you feel like you are overwhelmed and you feel like you have a problem that isn't solved, trust that there is someone out there that can help you, and there are coaches for everything. Another thing that keeps you in your wounded femininity is that you date without having a strategy. Many women don't like that when you talk about strategies and all of those do and don't things. When they date, they think this is manipulative and all of that. But you need to know that men have a strategy when they date. So if you don't have a strategy right now, he's the one playing you like a violin. This is why you get taken for granted, and this is why you feel clueless. Listen, it's important for you to have a dating strategy because you need to protect yourself and you need to make sure that you're having the best mate. And by navigating blindly, you won't be able to do that. You won't be able to achieve that. So yeah, make sure that you understand men, but also that you understand yourself.